Okay, let's begin today's current affairs sessions. Okay, today's date is 3rd of September. Okay, so on 3rd of September, what we are doing is that we'll be discussing about the current affairs which are relevant from examination point of view. So there is a new term which has come up. It is known as bulldozer justice. So what is happening in this bulldozer justice is that one particular state, and now it has been copied by different state, that particular state is UP. What they are doing is that whenever there is a crime, the accused house or any such concrete structure is being bulldozed, and it is being bulldozed for public consumption. Public consumption. Okay, so what is the purpose? To deliver instant justice. Instant justice. Okay, but whose job is to deliver justice? There must be a trial. There must be a trial. Then only an accused will be a convict. So without the trial, that accused is already treated as convict. So there was a case which came up to the Supreme Court bench, and this bench was headed by Justice B.R. Gavai, okay, along with K.V. Vishwanath. Okay, so what Justice Gavai said, that someone's home cannot be demolished because he is an accused in a case. There is no law which permits an accused house to be demolished. Okay, so there must be a trial, and then only it will be proven that the accused is a convict in a case, right? All of you got it? So without the trial, his concrete structure or home has been reduced to the ground, which entails that this accused is already convicted. Without a trial, that this person has already convicted that crime and he is treated as a criminal. So Justice K.V. Vishwanath, okay, he said that, okay, just in case there is an accused, okay, and this accused has a concrete structure, maybe home or some other thing, and this structure has already been notified, okay, notified by municipality that this is an illegal structure, okay, then also it must process, it must follow the due process of law. Due process of law. You cannot go and arbitrarily reduce someone's concrete structure. Okay. So this bulldozer justice is in news. See, nowadays there are different terms which are in news. For example, black coat syndrome. Black coat syndrome. Okay, what is this black coat syndrome? Recently, President of India has said that the Supreme Court should do away with this fashion or this adjournment of cases. Rather than finishing the cases in a record time, they are keeping the cases pending for a period of time. And in a country like ours, where not everyone is so much aware about laws, okay, the awareness is very less, and a common person fears to go to the police station. So when the pendency of case is high and then there are dates after dates, general person or a common man does not have this willpower to go and do this job. Okay, that is the reason black coat syndrome was quoted by President of India. So you should also remember what is bulldozer justice. It is a sort of giving instant justice without trial for public eyes consumption, and people are voting, are eyeing actually a vote bank. That's the reason it has been in news. You should remember this for your mains part. Okay, I don't think this will come in your prelims. Okay, now we must see that Prime Minister Modi is visiting Brunei and Singapore. Okay, Brunei and Singapore. These both are what? These both are Asian countries. And not only Asian countries, they are also member of ASEAN. ASEAN. ASEAN is has a total membership of 10 countries. Okay. And what you will see is that it will start from Myanmar, okay, and will end at Vietnam. So almost after Indonesia and Malaysia, almost all the countries are having some sort of border dispute with China. And also, ASEAN represents around 662 million people in the world. Okay, that is 66 crore people. And Singapore is the single largest source of FDI in India. So this visits become extremely important from your prelims point of view. It also becomes important from your mains point of view. Okay. So here I will just put, there is a graph which was given that what are the countries which are largest partner of India. So number one, you can see US, followed by China, then UAE, then Russia and Saudi Arabia. So top five are important. Then you see Iraq and Netherlands and then Singapore. Singapore is the largest trading partner within the ASEAN country and sixth largest trading partner for India globally. Okay. So this you got. Now we will have to see what kind of questions you will get. First of all, the question which you will get will be regarding the members of ASEAN countries. So what are the members of ASEAN countries? I have put it in alphabetical order. Brunei. Okay. And the Sultan of Brunei is the largest not, I would say, longest serving head. My mistake, longest serving head. Okay. So this is also important. Plus, this island which you see is very important. Okay. Kalimantan Island is very important. It is shared between three countries, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Brunei. And you will see this is what this island is known as Sumatra, and this island is known as Java, and this is Kalimantan Island. So it is also important from your prelims point of view. If you see previous 10 years paper, they will ask you which of the following city or country is nearest to equator. So you can see equator over here, this line, and this line is just passing below Singapore. So there was a question once, which of the following capital or which of the following major city is nearest to equator. So you can see the name. You can see Brunei, followed by Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, Vietnam. Okay, Thailand, Vietnam. These all are sharing borders with China. You have also Myanmar. Is India sharing borders with Myanmar? Yes. So you see that there is a connectivity. So if Prime Minister Modi is going over there, it is also part of Look East policy. Look East policy. Why Look East policy? See, Brunei is also a potential partner for India for both economy and security. Security, why? It can give us a port over there, and we can also be a very active player in providing security to South China Sea. Okay. Plus, it has already given us space or location for our place for space research. Okay, space research. India is also providing them training to their scientists. Okay. And the other thing which I can say is that it is also potential. It is a very rich country, petroleum rich country. It is a potential market for India's product. Okay. So the gross domestic product of Asian country is total 3.2 trillion and total population is around 66 crore. Okay, 1/3 of India's population, you may say, and almost you can see the economy, what we are targeting. We have to reach over here. Also, ASEAN is the group of country which brought RCEP, okay, regional economic comprehensive partnership, which is the world largest free trade agreement, RCEP. Okay, it is the largest free trade agreement. Largest free trade agreement. It comprises of ASEAN plus 5 other countries. What are those 5 countries? China, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, Japan. They have also kept an window open for India to join them. So from India, which country will they have kept the window open for a country to join in. That country is India. In future, India has got opportunity to join RCEP. Okay. So why India did not join RCEP? So basic issue why India did not join RCEP was that India has issue with the condition of RCEP that in next 20 years, 90% of the tariff has to be done away with. Okay, 90% of the tariffs have to done away with. Okay, and uh, we should have also common rule for e-commerce, trade, and intellectual property. So this intellectual property and Indian market not prepared for the flood of goods coming off from ASEAN country, because you can see only that trade of balance, that is balance of trade, is not in favor with India and China. We has a huge deficit with that of China. That's the reason we have not joined in now, but maybe in future we will join it, because as long as we are part of such a large free trade agreement, it will benefit us. And in 90s, we have seen when LPG reform happened, it has really benefited India. Okay. Here you can see closely the maps. Okay. From where the questions are coming from. You see the location of Singapore. Okay. See the location of Sumatra, Java. Okay. See the location of Borneo. Borneo is divided between Kalimantan and other province of Malaysia and Brunei. Okay. Also see this North Pacific Ocean area and the island over there. You should also see Vietnam and Philippines and their dispute with China. For China is a country which shares boundary with 14 countries. Okay. And have land dispute with 23 countries. क्यों सी का जैसे देखो लैंड 14 कंट्रीज के साथ हो रहा है, पर सी डिस्प्यूट उनका फिलीपींस के साथ भी है. ठीक है. They have with Taiwan also. Okay. Japan also. So this way, though they share boundary with 14 countries, they have dispute with 23 countries of the world. Recently, this is an announcement made by the Agricultural Minister of India, and this announcement is really important. Why this is important? Because Digital Agricultural Mission has been announced, and this is part of your GS3 economy. Okay, so there is a total outlay of, I'm not sure if it is 2.817 crore. I will have to check it. Okay. It will be more than that. 2,817 crore would be. It is forming what? It is forming an agriculture stack. Okay. What this stack will be actually? It will be a repository of information, registry of what farmers, village land maps, and crops. Why it is needed? It will do away with land disputes. Okay.
So what is outlay?
Partner?
So what is outlay?
Budgetary allocation. Okay. इतना तक इसका आउटले है, इतना पैसा खर्चा किया जाएगा. ठीक है. ये बजट है. ठीक है. तो इसमें होगा क्या? डिजिटल इंफॉर्मेशन की रजिस्ट्री बन रही है. दैट डिजिटल इंफॉर्मेशन विल हैव व्हाट? इट विल हैव इंफॉर्मेशन ऑफ फार्मर्स, विलेज लैंड मैप्स, क्रॉप्स. Okay, so this will have information of farmers, village land maps, and crops. So what this will benefit us? See, in order to create infrastructure which is related to agriculture, what are agricultural infrastructure? Canal, canals, where packaging centers, cold storage, grading and packaging centers, food parks. Okay, so these things, shades. Okay, these things can be built. So for that, land parcel is needed. Land parcel. So this information is also required. Second, the information which was more important than this is providing credit facility to the farmers. Certain time farmers needs to take loan, and for that they needs to provide something for security. So they need to have papers for their land. So if we are going to have digital uh, financial services in future, which is being talked about by RBI, that you don't have to go to the bank for loan if you provide all the papers digitally, and if these papers are verified by the banks digitally, you will get loan facility without even visiting any of the branches of the bank. Okay. Second, village land maps will be there. Okay. These land maps will tell us which the way of doing smart agriculture. Okay. They will tell us about the soil profile. What kind of cereals or the crops can be grown in those soils. Okay. Second, it will also tell us how to come up with new methods of irrigation, water pumping. Okay, because planning in the village can be done in a much better way. For example, if the village has having a gradient, from this side there are houses upper side and the fields is this side. Okay, so it is better to dug a well over here and provide water to the fields this way. Okay, it will tell us about the gradient, slope, the nature of the land, and that will be very helpful in planning smart agriculture practices. समझ में आया या नहीं आया? ठीक है, तो उसी के हिसाब से we will be able to take decisions. Okay, that decisions will really help us to provide with the best of resource and output. तो these information कैसे होगा हमें? Remote sensing based information. That means the satellite will remotely sense the gradient, soil, weather, water resources available in the village, and that will be kept in a repository, registry, and that will be correspondingly mapped with farmers, villages, and the types of crops India is growing on a larger scale. So we can be also take decisions of which crops to be exported and imported beforehand. So it will be also helpful in the country in deciding the budgetary allocation of the country, MSP. Okay, so this is over here. You can see soil profile mapping. Okay, soil profile mapping will be also done. This scale is given 1:10,000 scale for about 142 million hectares of agricultural land. See, India, you will see, is the largest producer of cotton, rice, and wheat. Okay, why? Because India has the largest portion of arable soil. Okay, arable soils. That is the reason we are the largest producer of cotton, wheat, and rice. But we are also the largest populous country in the world. पॉपुलस कंट्री, बहुत ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन है. ठीक है, तो इसके लिए हमें ये करना होगा. एंड एग्रीकल्चर इज ऑल्सो सपोर्टिंग द लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेशन इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट. ओके, so if we come up with these kind of information and repository which will help us to take a decision and come with smart practices, it will be really helpful. Okay, देखो, this is in news. Okay, and this has been in news for a longer period of time. When Sheikh Hasina was also there, then also it was in news. Okay, so with Sheikh Hasina we have been able to do Kushiara River Agreement. So now when the new government has, caretaker government has actually come up, so this caretaker government is being hawkish, okay, because they have to also prove a point. So there is a recent person known as Saida Ridwan Hassan, okay, she has been appointed to deal with water sharing dialogue with India, and she is saying that we need to resolve Tista water dispute. So what is Tista water dispute? Actually, we'll talk about Tista river also, but for what is the dispute? See, Bangladesh is highly populated, high population density, high population density, and their population is so high that people from there are migrating to Assam, Arunachal, Nagaland, Mizoram, Tripura, and there is nothing new about it. Whoever can say that this is not happening better lives in a fool's paradise. I have been to these area. So high population density, that means huge amount of pressure. Okay, huge amount of pressure is there. So since there is huge amount of pressure, so they need to grow good amount of agriculture should be done. So for this agriculture, their major production is happening during 3 season of agriculture practice. That is Os, Aman, and Boro. Okay, so Boro is during December. Okay, and December is also the lean period. And major is Boro season of cultivation. And this is lean period. That means the water level in the Tista river drops down. So what is Bangladesh demand? Bangladesh is saying that from December to May, we need to get at least 50% of water. At least 50% of water. You are the upper riparian country, India. We are the lower riparian country. So you have to give us 50% of the water. Okay. और अभी क्या बोल रहे हैं कि त्रिपुरा से आप फ्लड जबरदस्ती का हमारे यहाँ कर रहे हो, डैम से पानी छोड़ करके नहीं, वो तो नेचुरल प्रोसेस में डैम जा रहा है, त्रिपुरा में भी फ्लड है। तो बांग्लादेश अपने सुविधा के अनुसार स्टेटमेंट दे रहा है, ठीक है। इंडिया का क्या कहना है कि भाई हमारे पास 55% रहने दो, तुम 45% ले लो। क्यों? बांग्लादेश की जो पॉपुलेशन है उतना ही डेंसिटी तो हमारे यहाँ भी है ना, population ka. We are also highly populous country, especially this area, West Bengal. Population density, it is only second to Bihar. Okay, so we will also need good amount of water. तो ये 5% का डिफरेंस हो रहा है, ठीक है। और अगर इंडिया मैनेज भी कर लेता है बांग्लादेश के साथ, तो एक हमारी है ममता दीदी, उनको अलग से प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है। सो वी आर नॉट एबल टू रीच एनी काइंड ऑफ सॉल्यूशन फॉर तीस्ता वाटर. And since there is a change in government over there, the government over there is quite hawkish with India now. Okay, because they want to be taking a stand in which they will show themselves they are in contradiction to Sheikh Hasina. Sheikh Hasina was she ran away from her country under pressure. So this is it. So now the question will come from Tista in your prelims, Barak, and Kushiara river. There is high chance. So Tista originates where? Tista originates in Sikkim, and it originates actually from two glaciers known as Hangse and Zemo. Okay, so remember it. Its major tributary is Rangit. Okay, and Tista is also a tributary of Brahmaputra. Okay, around 180 years back, if we go 180 years back, Tista was actually tributary of Ganges. So Tista is also an example of river piracy. River piracy, very recent example. What happens in river piracy? See, in river piracy, what actually happens is, Tista river, was actually with Ganges. Okay. And Brahmaputra was flowing this way. Over a period of time, because of sudden upsurge in water flow, what happened? Brahmaputra came up to here. Okay. And when Brahmaputra breached its boundary and entered into the basin of Tista, what happened? Tista became tributary of Brahmaputra and not Ganges. So where does Tista enters Bangladesh? So there near Siliguri, there is a district, Poch Behar. Poch Behar. This is an erstwhile Jamindari or princely estate ruled by Rajbansis. Rajbansis. They are also present in Assam and they are scheduled tribe over there. And in West Bengal, they are scheduled caste. Okay, Maharani Gayatri Devi belonged to Koch Bihar only. Famous women Maharani Gayatri Devi, she belonged to Koch Bihar. Okay, so this is a possible question you will come from Tista. Okay, in UPSC there was a question, river Rangit is a tributary of which of the following river, and options were given Brahmaputra, Ganges, Manas, and majority of the students were unaware of Rangit being tributary of Tista. So such kind of questions are seen in examination. Okay, there will be also question from Kushiara River. Kushiara River. Okay, that is also a trans-boundary river. It also forms boundary between Bangladesh and Tripura. And it flows into Sylhet district of Bangladesh, which is famous for Boro rice and Boro season of cultivation. And it also produces good amount of vegetable. Okay, so Kushiara River is also important. Kushiara is again a tributary of river Barak. Barak is in lower Assam. Okay, that is area which is highly dominated by Bengali speaking Muslims and has been in news for a longer period of time. And people over there generally don't speak Assamese, they speak Sylheti. Sylheti is a dialect. Okay, Sylheti is actually a dialect of Bengali. So hope you all are able to get vital information over here. If anything is needed, let me know. Okay. Next, I generally don't come up with sport, but in 2020, I have seen that UPSC has come up with questions from sports section. And even in your state PCS examination, there will be a question from sports section. So whatever is important, I have come up. So Vithya Rajaram. Vithya Ram Raj. Maaf kijiyega. Raj. Okay, Vithya Ram Raj. Vithya Ram Raj. After 39 years, has broken PT's Usha's record on 400-meter hurdle. Okay, and this is also very important from your examination point of view. So just remember, it may come up in your examination because it was a long-standing record. Now, Operation Bhedia. And I suppose there will be a question in UPSC examination from this section for a very longer period of time. I have been thinking it. I will tell you why. There is a place in nearby Pune known as Khas Plateau. Okay, Khas, Khas, Khas. And it has been news for a longer period of time because there was a documentary made on breeding of wolves in the wild. Okay, so now Operation Bhedia has come in news, and we are also now aware that wolf, Indian wolf, which was considered to be of very less populated area, has come up in news all of a sudden. So two things I will tell you. I will also relate wolf population with black buck population, but not just listen to Operation Bhedia. So what is Operation Bhedia? So in Tarai belt of Uttar Pradesh, near to Nepal, Uttar Pradesh border, since large amount of water is being released by Nepal, naturally it will come that way. So large amount of water is being flushed. So between Qatar, Nepal, India, this Tarai belt is having forested area. Okay, good amount of forested area. So that area has Katarnia Ghat. Yeah, Ghat. Okay. So these wolves were actually living at the bank of river, and that bank of river was providing them with shelters. Why shelters? Because the banks of river are generally U-shaped, so they can stay over there in the grassland by the sides of river. Okay, or they can dug up a spot over there since the soil is being eroded a bit. Okay, and that area is providing them with a habitat and with also food. But because of flood, they have to move out of that area, and they have started targeting human kids, children. And these children are easily available because they don't have to hunt in wild any other animal. Children are soft target. So these wolves have developed a taste for human blood. Okay, many of you will say that I have taste for mutton or certain kind of seafood. So this is also in nature, that these wolves have developed taste for human blood, and they have started coming in pack, and a wolf is always in pack. Okay, and they are attacking, and it has become a nuisance for the administration over there. So in order to control this recent attack by a pack of 6 wolves, Uttar Pradesh government has come up with Operation Bhedia. Okay, so the possible area of question will be what? The possible area of question will be IUCN status of wolf. Okay, so in India, there are 2 types of wolf which are found: Himalayan wolf. Okay, what is the IUCN status of Himalayan wolf? Anyone? What is the IUCN status of Himalayan wolf? Vulnerable. Okay, Indian wolf, the wolf which you will find in moist or dry deciduous forest. Least concerned. Okay, so you will find Indian wolf in dry deciduous forest or in moist deciduous forest, or in peninsular India, they are least concerned. So now I was telling that I will draw a correlation between the wolf population and black bug also. See, why the cheetah was introduced. You know why cheetah was introduced? Not because it will be beautiful to the eyes, which it definitely will be, because there is much increase in black bug population. And why this high increase? Because their natural predators were missing. What were their natural predators? Indian wolf. Its population has been reduced drastically in peninsular India. And चीता तो एक्सटिंक्ट ही हो गया है. इंडियन चीता, एशियाटिक चीता इंडिया से एक्सटिंक्ट हो गया है. ईरान में होगा 5-6. ठीक है, तो इंडियन उल्फ पेनिनसुलर इंडिया में टारगेट किया गया. किसके द्वारा? फार्मर्स एंड अर्बनाइजेशन. ठीक है, अर्बनाइजेशन. अब पेस्टोरल फार्मर्स टारगेट किए नहीं, पेस्टोरल फार्मर्स टारगेट नहीं किए. दे कंसीडर उल्फ एज देयर ब्रदर. धनगर्स of Maharashtra and Karnataka, they considered wolf as their brothers, part of their daily life. So they were not targeting, and the Dhangars are been in use. So इंदौर के जो होलकर्स हैं वो भी धनगर कास्ट को ही बिलोंग करते हैं. जस्ट गिविंग यू एन एक्स्ट्रा इंफॉर्मेशन विच यू विल सी इन योर मॉडर्न इंडिया 1857 के समय का देखोगे, जस्ट उससे पहले का देखोगे. ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक पे चलते हैं हम लोग. सो व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट टॉपिक फॉर यू गाइस इन टुडेज क्लास? Next topic is you have to attempt this MCQ, and you have to attempt this MCQ with me. So you guys kindly attempt, apply your brain, whatever I have taught just now, and solve this question. And I will discuss it also. Pause and attempt. So what is the question? Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary is in Maharashtra. True or false? First statement. All of you. Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary is in Maharashtra. True or false?
false.
False. Why?
यूपी में है सर.
It's in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So answer is Uttar Pradesh. So first statement is false. No. Only one statement is correct. Two statement is correct. All the statement is correct. This option is done away. Okay. River Girwa flows through Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary. You have no idea. Hold your breath. Okay. Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary connect Dudhwa Tiger Reserve with Bardia National Park. See, two tiger reserves in India which are always in news, and they are always in news because they are interconnecting Tarai belt of India with that of Nepal, are Dudhwa Tiger Reserve and Valmiki. Valmiki Tiger Reserve is in Bihar. It connects with that of Nepal. So there is a river in between. This river is river. This river is which river? This is very important river. You need to remember it. Okay. This river is very important. So this river is one of the tributary of Gandak River. Okay. And there is also one Triveni junction of this river where two other rivers meet. It is connecting with Chitpavan. Sorry, Chitwan. Chitpavan, not Chitwan. Chitwan National Park. I have been there, Chitwan National Park. Okay. Just I crossed this river on foot. Okay. And I was in Chitwan National Park. Over there was Valmiki Ashram. Valmiki Ashram. The place where Ramayana was written. Okay. Valmiki is the person who has written the Ramayana. Okay. I have been there. So you have to remember Dudhwa Tiger Reserve and Bardia National Park are also at junction, and they are connected through Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay. And Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary is also, it comes under Dudhwa Tiger Reserve's landscape. Okay, landscape matlab larger portion of land which have similar ecology. Okay, so it comes under that. So this statement is correct. ठीक है, तो none of the statement correct वाला भी चला गया. ठीक है, तो आपके पास दो ऑप्शन बनता है, only one and only two. तो ये तो डिपेंड करेगा आपके ऊपर कि आपको इंफॉर्मेशन है या नहीं, बट एटलीस्ट you have zeroed down on two options. So Girwa river flows through Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary. Yes, correct. This is correct information that Girwa flows through Katarnia Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary, and it is a tributary of river Ghagra. And Ghagra is a tributary of river Ganges. Okay. So this way you can attempt the question, and we will be able to cover almost all the information related to current affairs and GS portion when we will complete newspaper reading in next 4 or 5 months, both for your prelims and mains. Okay. Thank you.